says, warning. Oh, goody. I'm getting warnings already. No matter which way I go, I'm having a problem. Oh, lovely. Don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. It said I was live, then just booted me. All right, am I back? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm back or not. Let's see. Maybe? I think Rumble's back. And YouTube looks back. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I went live, and then YouTube said live, then YouTube stopped. And when YouTube glitched, it kicked my software off. So then I had to go back to my software and re-enter the streams. There we go. Now the dashboard's coming up. Wow. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Jay Watterson. Sorry, everyone else. Sorry to you guys on Rumble because it booted when YouTube glitched. I had a problem getting Rumble to start the stream. But then YouTube seemed fine. So I hit go. YouTube acted weird as hell. Said going live, waiting. Going live. Okay, you're live. Exit connection. Okay, gone. And then when it dropped, it booted everything. So I apologize. And what the absolute shite was that? So yeah, welcome to late night trying to run my stuff. That was very interesting. To say the least. All right. Well, let's go here. How's everybody doing tonight? I see you guys on Rumble, and I see you, Jay Watterson, and I see the lurkers there on YouTube. Welcome. How's it going? Let me know, thumbs up on either platform if the stream is working now. I'm trying to reset my chat from top chat to live chat again. I love how it gives me the same warning if I'm the streamer as it does you guys. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide our community guidelines. The ever-changing community guidelines. Just going over to check, and it shows excellent stream health. So that's what they showed in the first place. All right. Let me shrink me down, everyone. Working good now. Thank you very much. And I thought Rumble was going to be the problem the way they were booting up, but then Rumble went just fine after I had to refresh. It wouldn't take my stream key. And then suddenly YouTube said, yay, you're good. Woohoo, excellent. Poof. Love it. All right, guys. I know we all know what is going on out there. I'm not coming in here just trying to act like I'm telling you guys something you don't know, but holy crap. Now I'm going to play this, but don't get on me about this. I love this. U.S. launches airstrikes on Iran's key nuclear sites, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. Hit hard. Bunker busters used. Dude, we used, I think they said 6 bunker busters on Fordo alone. Shit. They're saying the others, I'm not sure they had to use bunker busters, just tomahawks and some other bombs did it. Fordo, 6 bunker busters is what they're saying they used on that one. Holy bejeez. So yeah, woof. So I would believe something like this image, this little video here. I don't know if there's sound to this, so I gotta make sure because YouTube's being goofy lately. But like music. But I would believe this image, but we'll talk about this in a minute. But that, I'd like to imagine that's what it looked like. But this isn't an image from that. This is an image. Community, let's see. Right here. I saw everybody posting this. I'm like, really? Really? So I was scrolling down and I found one where they had this. This was the Israeli bombing of Syria's port city of Tartus in December 2024. Does not show the bombing of the Iranian nuclear sites in June 2025. So somebody just grabbed this. And the funny thing is, tons of other people on X have grabbed this did not, like I said, go, well, wait a minute, are we sure? And look it up. So everybody's sharing this image on X as, whoa, look what America just did. And I only found 1 or 2 of all those posts that had this, the community note. So, uh-oh. But, yeah, we all know what went on. Right here. We got that. Donald J. Trump, we have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz, and he spelled it differently, Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordo. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. That is an actual damn fact. Now is a time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Warhawks are rejoicing. Yeah, now here's the thing. And I know a couple people in my stream called me a Karen because I don't want American lives involved. Even though some people were saying, well, those Americans are willing to give their life and they love war. That's fine. It doesn't mean I have to want American lives lost for this bullshit going on over there in the Middle East. Now, am I okay with Trump doing this? Yes. Why? Because it costs no American lives. And honestly, we have been trying and talking and trying to fix Iran and deal with them for decades. When I was a child, I barely remember any of this. But I read a lot afterwards about the Iranian hostage crisis in our embassy back during Carter. They took our people then. They've gone after us. They've attacked our bases many times. They have done things to America over the last decades that would definitely be considered an act of war. But yeah, we've restrained ourselves pretty much against them. But yeah, Jay Watterson, yes, yet. It hasn't cost lives yet. I'm with you, buddy. But yes, I do think something had to be done about their nuclear ambitions. But we are going to talk about a little bit of a two-face. I think I mentioned this in one of my other streams, but I don't know if we got along to playing the video. So yeah, this has been a thing, but I do think we had to do something. We've talk and talk and talk. We're talking ourselves blue in the face. It's almost as bad as watching Congress do anything useful. Talk and talk and talk, and nothing gets done. I do think if we had to do it, this was the way to do it. I know we were hearing for a while that Donald Trump was considering, well, his advisors were telling him those bunker busters wouldn't work. So they were suggesting a tactical nuke. Like drop a bunker buster or two to soften this sucker, then drop a nuke. A small little tactical one. But I'm very glad he didn't do that. But woof. Well, Trump, Trump. He said, oh yeah, so 1 or 2 of those bunker busters won't work, huh? Good, let's drop 6. Yeah, that'll pretty much do it. That'll pretty much almost dig you down to the core of the earth. Holy crap. Now, here's the question. Well, actually, no, first things first is, I'm glad he didn't use a tactical nuke because, one, that damages us in the world theater. That also gives Russia, a little bit of a leggy up there. Russia could go, you know what? We're not the ones that started this, but you know what? Tactical nuke, they did it. They did it in Iran. That's a country they're supposedly not even at war with. They just dropped a tactical nuke. We're at war with this Ukraine country. These are Russian-speaking people in some of these areas that want to be part of Russia. So we're going to drop a tactical nuke on Kiev. America's done it. What's the big deal? Shit. So I'm actually glad that Donald Trump, whether it was just him or his advisors, backed off the tactical nuke and just decided to, holy crap, bunker buster the shit out of this thing. I mean, dude. All I hear is Vin Diesel going, who brought the buster? Yeah, frig. Hakuna Matata, what's up? Connie, how you doing, hun? How was the wedding? Connie, is this the fireworks you expected for the reception? You over-ordered, hon. You only ordered, what, 4 bunker busters and you got 6. Woof. And if you guys know stuff I don't, feel free to let me know. I had a hell of a day. I was at the gym. Came home, we pulled weeds, did yard work, some major yard work here at home. Then ran out to my parents for my wife to gather up some huge rocks she wants for landscaping. And then I was cutting down a tree and doing some other yard work, some heavy yard work for my parents in 97 degrees super humid weather. So I am pretty cooked. Oh. Hakuna Matata, you're late. I was saying I actually agree with this. I do. And the other night when everybody was like going off on me, I wasn't saying I didn't think we should do this. I just didn't want American soldiers or boots on the ground. So yeah, I believe that this was probably the best option we had. And as I said just a minute ago for some of you, I think Donald Trump, whether he did it on his own or his advisors change their mind, or he told them to screw off and change their mind, I am very glad that it seems like they were advising him that bunker buster won't work. We may have to drop one, then drop a tactical nuke. I'm glad he said no, or they found a different way, because that would give, 1, it'd make us look bad in the world theater, 2, because then Russia would have an excuse. Then Russia can go, well, hey, they can use them against Iran. That's a country around the side of the earth, not even a war on their borders. So we can use one in Ukraine. And it really kind of makes it so we can't say a friggin' word. And right now, Trump avoided it. I can just see Trump. Well, if one or 2 bunker buses won't do it. And no, I can't do a Trump voice. Maybe 6 will do it. Shit. That is a way to frig it up. 6. From what I heard, and I was listening I was trying to check on my phone one time. I was listening like crazy to every feed I could. But I heard 6 bunker busters on Fordo. And then they used our subs and other aircraft to use Tomahawks and other missiles on the other sites. So, wow. Crafty Huragok, what is up? You didn't miss too much. In fact, if you wanted to head back for the couple minutes, feel free. So, yeah. No, because a nuke against a nuke site cancels each other out, so it makes it okay. Nice. Very nice. A nuke and a nuke meet. What do they make? They make just a little bomb. They make a hand grenade. Is that what it is? Yeah. All I know is yike. Yike, yike, yike. So, I do like now is the time for peace. Well, thank you for your attention to this matter. I don't know. I love this right here. Thank you for your attention to this matter. That is kind of hilarious. Won't let me. Oh, okay. I kind of like that. That seems like a nice touch, doesn't it? That's the oh shit, about to hit the fan type image. That's crazy. Kind of cool seeing some of that. It's almost like it's like, wait a minute here. Okay, there's 2 target acquisition marks. Oh shit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. You gotta wonder, if you really wanted to be a dick, you could send this feed right to the Iranian military's command center. Just send this to them, go, hey, look at this. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, Hakuna Matata. I'm telling you right now, guys. I am very, 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 very happy the way he kind of did this. Because his advisors, like I said, I don't know if they backed off or Trump said, screw that. That's stupid. Trying to get him to use a tactical nuke would have been a bad idea. I think that's stupid. It would have just been the wrong thing to do for many reasons. I was wondering when they were whining, saying, oh, the bunker buster won't reach it. And I was asking my wife, I'm like, well, what about multiple ones? Did I hear today they did like 5 or 6 of them? I was like, shit. Yeah, Putin gonna mediate. Now, isn't that funny? Putin's got his own war to mediate. Maybe he should mediate that one first. You know, that's what I think. Let's see. Gee whiz, Wally. Good thing Iran can't think tactically and plan ahead. Huh? We sure hope so. Honestly, we sure hope so. And that's what I'm going to ask you guys right now. What do you... Oh, wait. What's what Trump does? Remember, he sent some terrorists a picture of his home. I know who could have done it. That's why I'm saying, wouldn't it have been great to have piped this in to the Iranians' military headquarters going, hey guys, look at this live feed. Watch this. Hey, look at those little dots appearing on your shit. Uh-oh. They would have just maybe enough time to pick up a phone and go, shit, or duck, or bye. I don't know. Allahu Akbar. That'd be about it. But Putin mediating, come on. Putin, mediate your own war. Mediate your own shit. W Air War, yeah. W Air War. Once again, if you're going to do it, this is the way to do it. But I heard some Israelis putting out statements today saying that they could handle this again. It's like, who are you kidding? You can't do this. You're a bunker buster. You could have dropped 50 of them on this thing, and you ain't got 50 on this dang thing, and you wouldn't have touched it. 6 hours. That's crazy. I know Donald didn't want Iran to have nukes. Yeah. See, that's what I'm going to say, guys. Once again, the other day, I took a lot of hell for saying I don't want American soldiers dying on this. That's okay. But yes, Donald Trump has been extremely, he stood on it forever. Don't want Iran to have nukes. And people look, if you look back, even before he ran for president, he was saying Iran can't have nukes. And it's not because I think he's going to nuke America. I don't think they're going to launch a nuke right on Israel even. Because you still got to get the missile and the launched vehicle and everything built and everything and able to handle it. And make this thing work off a missile, not just on the ground. That's a whole nother thing. But the scary thing is, as we talked about, is the dirty bomb stuff. Handing people backpack-sized crap they could light off somewhere. That's more worrisome. But, yeah. This was the way to do it if you got to do it. But yeah, Trump has been really clear well over 10 years. They can't have this. And I'll give him this. He tried to negotiate with them a lot. But hey, how many of us in this chat were talking about, you watch, when the Nimitz gets there. When the Nimitz gets there is when shit's going to light up. And what happened? Nimitz gets there, shit lights off. Sheesh. You could send it to their commanders in their tactical center. They're probably too busy planning the shutdown of the Strait of Hormuz. That's a good question. Are they actually going to say, okay, fuck this. We're not going to be able to do we're not going to do jack shit. They're getting slaughtered in the air war so far, but we do still have to wonder. There's a lot more people I'm starting to hear that really talk about military stuff regularly are saying that this is some of their small to mid-sized ordnance they've been firing on Israel. That they've been doing this just to deplete their drones. And we've talked about that before. And they were talking. There's a couple guys that are saying, no, they know a lot about what they have in Iran. And supposedly said this is not their big shit. They are not using their most advanced stuff yet. And some of this stuff's been getting through to Israel already, more and more. So you got to wonder, is that the plan? Are they really going to amp this up? I mean, can they? So I'm going to ask you guys, as Jay Watterson said, are they going to try to block, mine, whatever, the Strait of Hormuz? I mean, if they do, that's why we send our carrier groups over there. No, that's a no-no. Ryan Jones, congratulations, man. Ryan was in the poly market for this. All right. But yeah. But like I said, guys, at the beginning of the stream, be careful. This is not all from this conflict. A lot of people are posting this, and only a few have the actual community note here. This was the Israeli bombing of Syria's port of Tartus, December 2024. But a lot of people posting this without notes, even though I would imagine it looks something like this, but about 50 times bigger. Can you imagine the kaboom from 6 bunker busters? Whoa! All right. Keeping Iran in check gives us more leverage against China. Yeah. Oh, this is going to hurt China. I mean, how much? See, if they mess up with the Strait of Hormuz, China loses about 27% of its oil. They get 20% of their oil from Iran. So you got to wonder. China, and we still haven't talked about, where do you think those 747s went? What were they bringing into Iran? They know they went to Iran. They left China. The 747 big cargoes left Iran, had a fake, they're supposed to land in Europe, never did. They went off the radar right around Iran, and they never landed anywhere. Oh, whoopsie. So what did they bring into Iran? You have to wonder. I mean, sure, they're not going to try to openly get involved, but maybe they're going to try to push Iran to keep this going, keep us distracted, to try to get us in deeper. I don't know. Maybe they were just taking out some important people. I don't know. But do you guys think this is going to... Okay, let me ask you. Let's get Jay Waterson's question. Do any of you think they are going to try to mess with the Strait of Hormuz? Seriously. Keeping Iran in check gives us more leverage against China in the trade war. Yeah. Yeah. China's screwed. China's economy's already in the shitter because of our tariffs. Their economy wasn't doing good before the tariffs. Right now, they've got horrid issues, and now they just see a 20% loss in their energy. Shoot. That's a kick right in the happy sacks. Or embolden China to assist. Yes, see, that's worrisome. Where'd the 747s go? Well, we know where they went, but what did they bring in? Ryan says no. This is most of their stuff. They don't have a lot more steam. I'm going to disagree. I've been watching and reading and talking to a few friends that I knew, and they said no, they have bigger shit than this. The stuff they've been launching is about their mid-size, mid-tech level stuff. That they have a lot of bigger shit. So, but will they use it? So, I don't know, Ryan. We'll see. We'll know if tomorrow or next day or a couple days down the road, bigger shit starts coming in at Israel. So we'll see. They don't have a lot more steam. I don't know. They have more missiles than... And we haven't seen a percentage of the missiles that even our State Department says they have. So, let's see. They probably can't mine the strait. They'll get smashed while doing it. I hope so. I hope so. We already have one of our aircraft carriers positioned there, don't we? I thought we did. But that's worrisome too. And once again, I had some friends I've talked to who are in the Navy. They said, yeah, it's a tight spot. Some of that area, Strait of Hormuz, is only like 21 miles. Something like that. It's very narrow for big ship groups. And it's like, ugh. He said he would feel a little uncomfortable. A friend of mine, he's a Marine. He was stationed on a carrier for about 4.5 years. But he says he would be a little uncomfortable in that tight of space on one of them big old ships. He says those things like some big old space to move around and kind of quick targeting, can come from all sides there. So I hope you're right, but we have to wonder, are they going to back down now? And I know I'm behind in the chat, guys. Jay Watterson, I'm still curious what China was planning. Didn't they send some planes? Yes, as we were just talking about. They sent 2 747s, maybe 3 747 cargos in, and that's where they went. They went to Iran. So what did they bring? Trying to get info on the B-2s, if they could get the regular signature. Well, that was days ago, and those planes, I think they left and headed back to China already days ago. So, whoa. Did you know we sent half of the USA B-2 boomerangs? Yeah? Yep. And we flew some right from America that never got there in time. 30-hour trip, and the bombing was already happening. Those planes, they turned them around, already started heading back to America. But I guess they were like 13, 14 hours into their flight, heading out. It's like, woof. So it looks like Trump made this decision as soon as the Nimitz got in place or whatever else. Then he's like, waited. He's like, okay, done, go. They saw something they didn't like, and they just said, go. Didn't even wait for the other B-2s from coming from America to get there. So, yeah. An explosion was not... No, Ryan, I know that, buddy. Ryan. You missed it. I said that. I said right here. This was the Israeli bombing of Syria's port of Tartus. I know that. I've said it now 4 times. Ha-ha. Because when I saw everybody posting this, I went, is this real? So I went and looked around, and only a few posts had this, mentioning it. So I went and did a quick Google search, and hey, guess what? This comes up if you look up that bombing. So I caught it. That's why I bookmarked and kept it here. See, bookmark? I kept that one. I said, though, that this here is what it would have looked like, times about maybe 50. It was probably a boom from hell. I know, it looks good, though, Ryan. But, yeah, see, I know what it is. I'm dumb, not stupid. How's that? Let's see. I know I'm a little behind. I might miss a couple. Iran is done. Nothing China can do that they haven't already done. Oh, there is. If they want to go full-on ugly shit, there's a lot China can do. Are they going to? I don't think so. I think this actually caught China off guard, too. I think if China had more time to prepare, really thought something was going to happen, and if they could somehow find a way to really drag us in deep, maybe they would do more. I don't think that. I think they were caught semi-flat-footed themselves. Besides, Trump has distracted them with all the other bullshit he's done to them. Maybe part of the plan. Virus and threat protection. No. Windows, fuck off. Don't you start crap on me now, Windows. We'll see, but I doubt Iran is going to give up. They're given their history. Yeah, I don't know. And the thing is, here's the thing. Some of their government probably can't give up. Because if they give up and lose total control, they're going to get offed. If not by us, some people who are going to think of them traitors, or other people just want a regime change. So I'm not sure they can. You guys all coming at me on this. Well, you know what? If anybody'd been here when I first started the stream, this is the first picture I put up and said, hey, by the way, this is not from tonight. But I'm glad you guys knew that, because there's a lot of people out there on X do not know that this is not from tonight. I just kept it up there because it looks pretty and it probably resembles what happened tonight. But yes, there's a lot of people up there without this. Hey, no reply. How's it going? You guys are really on me about that. I know. But I'm glad you guys know. A lot of people don't seem to. We've seen a lot. Keep in mind that a lot of their launchers have been taken out. The launchers we know about. What if there's a lot of launchers we don't know about? What if there's a lot of launchers Israel don't know about? Just asking. These are the semi-obvious ones. What if there's a shitload more? We can't assume. I don't like assuming when, it's to do with missiles, bombs, rockets, and whatever else. I don't like to assume. I'm going to assume the other way. I'm going to assume they have more we don't know about, and or the ones we haven't taken out or haven't been taken out can still launch their bigger stuff. Can still launch some stuff. I don't think they've decimated them as much as they thought. They may have air superiority, but man, way too much has been shown and talked about over the years of the insane amount of missiles and rockets they have and how advanced a lot of it is. We haven't seen enough of it. We have not. Now, are they screwed? Maybe they did get taken out and damaged too fast. Maybe. Are they going to want to launch it or not? Do they want to save it? Do they want to not tip their hand? They know their nuke stuff is gone. Maybe they'll back off now and go, okay, let's do some peace. But you don't see these things. They're not nukes. Save them for another day? I don't know. But yeah, I'm with Jay Watterson. I'm not sure they will give up, knowing from their history, and I'm not sure they can. All right. Let's see. No, the stuff. No, that's. Ryan, thing is, every military analyst I saw said those aren't large. They said those are about medium size for what we think Iran has. They were saying those aren't their low grade, they're about their medium. So ballistic missiles are all big, but for what they're supposed to have, that's about their medium stuff. That's just anything I watched all day or listened to today. And I was looking for some guys on YouTube and Rumble that are ex-military analyst stuff. I don't know if I can find it. I don't know, would that be in my... I don't know. I did it off that. Shoot. Maybe I can try to look it up later. I think the video on Twitter is from December 2024. You guys are killing me. Sir, let me move down. I kept it up on the screen while I was trying to catch up with the chat because it's pretty and kind of resembles what happened today. There. Now you can see it at the bottom of the screen. Does that make you better? I don't think they will touch the shipping lanes because that is the thing Trump has been most aggressive about. If they touch the boats, then we'll send the F-22s. You know, okay, so let's say they don't do the Strait of Hormuz. What do you guys think will be their next move? Let me go over to Rumble. How you guys doing over there on Rumble? I see you over there. I will post the YouTube chat link here in a sec in case you don't have an account and can't chat on Rumble. So give me a second here and I will grab that. Post that to you over there while they ruminate over my question about what is it they think Iran will do next. What is their next move? I have to disagree that I don't think they're just going to give up. Rumble, that is the link to the YouTube chat just in case you actually want to conversate with anybody else over here. No problem, no reply. I just thought it was funny that I was getting a lot of those. I was like, yep, addressed it. In fact, I said this is the first one I pulled up for a reason. Disregard my comments. No, I'd never do that. Why would I do that? Hell, I've gotten in arguments with people. We've had disagreements. I'm not going to disregard your comments. That's rude. I wish we each had footage for the recent strike. Yeah, me too. You know we're going to get it. In the days coming up, they're going to have somebody. Somebody's going to have something. I was on an Iranian TV station a little while ago. Yeah, you can pull those up. Of course, also a VPN does help. But I was looking, I can't understand a flip thing they say, but they weren't really showing much either. Yeah, not yet. And they're too busy digging their crap out of the ground right now. Israel doesn't even have, yeah, they do. Oh no, Israel has nukes. Israel totally has nukes. In fact, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Israel does have nukes. Which is, I think, is a little funny how Israel already has nukes, so they get mad at somebody, you know, let's say you're Iran, and let's say you are totally opposed to another country, and you feel you're in the right, yes, we all look at Iran and go, okay, they're dicks, I got it. But from Iran's point of view, they think they are in the right, that they are with God or Allah, whatever, you know, and they see these as their enemy. Well, then your enemy gets nukes, so what do? They try to get them. I'm just saying. So yes, Israel does have nukes. In fact, they have the Samson, I believe it's the Samson Doctrine or something like that. The Samson Initiative, that if Iran knew they were going to lose in a war, they were going to nuke everybody. They were going to nuke everybody around them. Yep, they have nukes, or they wouldn't have that. They wouldn't have that Samson directive, whatever, to fall back on. You got to have nukes to be able to nuke anybody. So they do have them. No, Iran does have nukes. They do, and the World Nuclear Organization is mad. Has been mad at Israel for a long time because they won't let anybody in. They know where they're at. They won't let them inspect. Won't let them see how their nuclear program is. Nothing. The same shit Iran won't let anybody do. Weird, huh? Because we support Israel, it's okay if Israel hides nukes. Just saying. Once again, I still think it was right to take out Iran's. But I can still look at the hypocrisy a little bit and go, No, Israel doesn't fake it. They have nukes. They've tried to get them to okay inspections and everything else. They will not. A whole lot of people voted for no new wars. You know, I agree. Was losing the midterm elections part of the plan? Jay Watterson, I don't think this lost it, the midterm elections. 70+% of all Americans, Republican, Libertarian, even them little idiots, centrist, and Democrats, 70 to 80% do not want Iran to have a nuke. And they were supportive of airstrikes. So I don't think so. I don't think this cost him. Now, if we put boots on the ground, kiss those midterms goodbye. I mean, Donald Trump is seeing his highest approval ratings ever right now. So I don't think so. No new wars. Well, this may not be a war. This may just be a military action. The war was already going between Israel and Iran. We went in, we dropped some bombs, we get out. And maybe protect the Strait of Hormuz. That's about it. As long as we don't get deep involved in this, we are not at war. That's fine. Take a unilateral military action, whatever. I don't think this is going to cost the midterms. In fact, I think it'll bolster it. Because Trump can now point to how many Americans total wanted them to do the airstrikes, at least. Just do the airstrikes. Nothing else. So I don't think so. Whoa, I'm way behind on the chat. Sorry, guys. Okay. No reply. I don't see Iran doing anything back. We'll see. We'll know in the next, 72 hours, somewhere in there? At the most? What is little Iranian going to do? I'm not saying they're going to do anything to us. What are they going to do? Are they going to keep going on with Israel? They're going to say, okay, this is it. Shit. Or this thing with Israel going to keep going. I don't want to see what Israel can do because I think Israel's showing cracks. There's a lot more. There may not be launching as many rockets, but a lot more are getting through suddenly. So yeah, that's a little weird. Oh, that's no problem, Bunny. We understand, hun. You're at your daughter's wedding, so shit, I didn't even expect you to be here, dear. Let's see. I think they overestimated that info on Iran's missile capabilities like they overestimated Saddam's WMDs. Well, that's not an overestimation. I'm sorry, Hakuna Matata. There was no overestimation on Saddam's WMDs. It was pure lie. It's been shown now they openly, blatantly lied to us to get us into that war. There was no overestimation. There's so much proof, so many evidence, so many people involved during the time have come out and said, no, it was lies. So no, that's different. Overestimating and lying are two different things. I think they still have more. And I'll tell you this, if they don't have more, then they were not the big bad we've been told they are for the last 20, 30 years. That would make them a kind of a pussy target. Oh my God, watch out, Iran. You gotta be scared of Iran. But this is all they got. Then I'm going to be looking at the rest of our, intel heavily. So I'm not going to take any of it for truth. Those rockets up there, super noticeable on radar, and they become instant target to jet that's loitering above. Well, that's if they're up and above, but it doesn't matter, Ryan. There's still more of them getting through. And I don't care if they're noticeable on radar. What if they still have stuff that can get through that's bigger? I'm personally all for the fact, okay, Iran, we took care of this. The rest is on you. You said you could handle it. Well, guess what? Go handle it. I'll get caught up. We'll move on here. I saw a video from a month ago where they talk about the same thing on Iran's missiles. And it said Iran's capabilities detect, deter, shoot down. Yeah. We'll see if that's true, Hakuna Matata. But like I said, I'm going to play devil's advocate both ways. Because a lot of what we're doing here is assuming I can watch 10 military experts and past analysts say one thing. You can watch 10 others say another. And that's the problem. Until we see what comes out of this, until we watch what goes on between Iran and Israel over the next 3 days, we are here to conjecture. So I keep asking you guys your opinions. That's why I said it even in my description for this. Bring your opinions, because we don't know. I mean, honestly, if they don't have bigger, more advanced stuff left, then our government, we got to really stink eye our government for lying to us and saying they're so horrid and scary. All right. So I heard General Flynn talk. He's on all these world leaders. I'm glad he's on our side. General Flynn, man. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. He is a tough mother pusser, man. Oof. So, yeah. Israel has nuclear ambiguity, but everyone believes them, so they have nukes. They 100% have them. You don't have the Samson doctrine, and it's been shown to be proven, yes, they have nukes. And they will not let anybody inspect or look at their nuclear site, and we know where they're at. That's the funny thing. We know where they're at. What we did was just literally a special military operation of bar. Yes, 100%. Exactly, Hakuna Matata, 100%. This is just a special military operation. It's well within Trump's purview, which we'll talk about in a little bit. You can guess what the Democrats are saying. 40 plus years. I'm sorry, Jay Watterson. I was being conservative. That'll teach me. We won the war in Iraq in 24 hours. I don't even think it was a war. This wasn't a war. What Iran and Israel have is a war. What we had was, honestly, truly my favorite word, kerfuffle. That's it. That's probably the sound it makes when you drop these things, that little shockwave, kerfuffle. Because that's not a war. We just went boom, 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 say ya, kerfuffle. Iraq is not Iran. Yeah, I know. I know Iraq is not Iran. But it doesn't matter. They lied to us about WMDs. 100% proven. They lied to us to get us into that. That was a lie. If this is either a lie or an overestimation. On a lighter note, I'm smoking a pork roast overnight. Whoa. Oh. Damn, I just ate and that still sounds good, man. Woo. Damn, that is a lighter note. Now I want to go up and defrost some bacon. Thanks, man. We'll launch from the launch site. They light up radar like crazy. It's like yeah, but how many can get through? What if they launched every one of them at once? And if that was true, they would have taken out every site by now. They wouldn't have sites left. So you can hide things. There's ways to get them up. They've been getting them up still. They're still shooting things. So I'm not going to say we can just automatically, oh, cool, it came from there and shoot it, or we would have done it. They would have done it too. Things can still get up there, and maybe they don't care if they can launch from a site more than once. Maybe it just takes go, launch this, go, and then they got other sites hidden somewhere. We don't know. We can conjecture. Oh. No reply. I was loving you with the pork roast until you said that. God damn it. John McCain. Oh. Yeah, but John McCain actually did lie to Americans a lot to get us in wars. He was the hawkish of war hawks. He made Lindsey Graham look like a peace lover. So, yeah. Yeah, damn right. Let's see. But no, we're gonna move on a little bit. I did catch up with you guys finally, mostly here. I don't like to discount you guys, so I take time on chat. Move on a little bit. Fordow nuclear facilities up in giant flames after U.S. Air Force strikes in Iran overnight. I like this. World War III started. Once again, let's poll the chat. Thumbs up if you think War III just started. Thumbs down if you think it did not. I am automatically going to vote and say no. Nobody's come. All the people that Iran been supplying and supporting, none of them come to Iran's aid so far. They all said, No. Knock, knock. Who's there? Iran. Iran? Who? Iran, your buddy giving you Allah Akbar, giving you weapons. Never heard of Iran. Wrong place. Go somewhere else. No, we don't know anybody named Iran. That's what's going on. Jack King said Iran had those about 2,000 missiles they haven't used. They can't be launched at once or too many at once. I'm just saying, Hakuna Matata, I don't know if this is enough. Our State Department is even admitting they don't think this is enough. We'll see. Well, maybe they have been eliminated, but what if we don't know about all the launch sites? You can Jesus me, I can Jesus you right back and say, how do you know they know about all the launch sites? What if they do not? What if these launch sites are sacrificial lambs? I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. I said I was playing devil's advocate, dude. Don't overly Jesus me. Do I think they have more? I don't know. But I'm saying that what if they do? What if these are not all the launch sites? You're arguing to me that, yes, that's it. We know all the launch sites. They have 85 launch sites and we know all of them. What if we know 85 and they have 300? Just asking. I don't know. They've been launching less, but more have been getting through to Israel lately. So it seems like Israel's having a little bit of a problem stopping the ones that are coming in. So yeah. Their production shut down by Israel bombing. Now that I 100% agree with. There is not a lot of production going now. So you got to wonder, maybe if China flew some stuff in, we still don't know what China brought in. So, or what they took out. So yeah. In fact, there were people wondering that it's strange how Iran had a 5.1 earthquake not too long after those Chinese aircraft got there. Some people were tinfoil hatting that they brought in the components for Iran to complete one of their nukes that was an underground test. Once again, layers of tinfoil. I don't think so. I don't think so. What we've been getting through is they're running extremely low on interceptors, which is the point, Ryan. What if these missiles were used to soften up and use up interceptors? What if there's other shit later? They're going to go, well, now we've used up a lot of your interceptors. Possibility. In fact, I've seen people a lot smarter than me have also theorized that same thing. What if they've used these other ones to get rid of a lot of the interceptors or soften it up? If they send in something bigger, more advanced in the next few days, Israel could have a hell of a time. And I'm just here, since we don't know facts, to conjecture back and forth, guys. Unless you guys have come in and my uncle was in one of the aircraft, he knows what's going on. You know? I love how Iran and Israel had to travel through 3 other countries. Yeah. Yeah. That's why, like, some other countries were started shooting some of the shit down. They're going, hey, we don't want that shit flying over us. I think Jordan was like, hey, don't do that. Yeah, dude, wouldn't that make you a little nervous, no reply? That you're in a country and you're between 2 countries of war. You're like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. If Mexico and Canada went to war tomorrow, which is a weird concept, but holy shit, we're right in the middle. They're lobbing shit over us. Aircraft are flying over us. Like, nah, don't you be flying shit over us. We don't want shit shot down, malfunction, and land on us. 100%. My uncle was one of the aircraft. Holy shit, that's cool. Yeah, I'm thinking they took it out. We'll see. Make Iran live out in the desert in tents with their camels. Yeah, and isn't a lot of the interior of Iran a lot of desert, but some of the outer ring is more temperate? Your uncle wasn't one of the aircraft. Well, that's good. Well, we'll see. I don't think your uncle's been allowed to tell you exactly what happened yet, because that is top secret. But, hey, cool as shit. Tell him, when you do talk to him, tell him, nice shot. How's that? I like that. Ryan, he's a stubborn mofo. He never admit wrong. How did I never admit I was wrong? I'm conjecturing. How am I going to admit I was wrong? Laser guided camels? No, I was never against what Trump did. If you go back and look, I said I just didn't want any boots on the ground and American soldiers dying for it. That's what I said. Laser guided camels. I kind of like the laser guided camels. If you want to think I'm flip-flopping, yeah, you can do that. Well, that'd be cool. All right. I don't know. Is this? That could be, maybe? What do you guys think? Is this fresh or old? See, I thought this looked like something from my Israel a while back. I could be wrong. I haven't seen any community note on it, so.
ما چه گناهی کردیم تن بدنمون باید بلرزه من به گازه شهرانو زدم
I know, I haven't seen this from the Israel kerfuffle. Let's see. U.S. attacks Iran. 6 U.S. B-2 bombers take part in airstrike. Yeah. That's the only thing I've seen is Fox News, but I don't even know if that's fresh. I specifically is okay to send pilots in B-2. Yeah, the Robo-Dog comment. I just don't want the Robo-Dogs there, I'm afraid they're going to have some jackass in there controlling them. Who's going to get himself shot. Dude, I didn't say anything about not bombing stuff. Whatever. Fine. Fine, you're right, I was wrong. If that makes you feel better, fine. If that makes you feel better. I don't see Robo-Dogs. I just didn't want anything on the ground. I don't want anything of ours on the ground there. I don't want people getting shot at. Aircraft dropping bombs are different. That's not new. That's not new from what I seen earlier. Okay. Thanks. Because I don't know. And the only thing I've seen semi-fresh is on Newsmax and Fox News. But like I said, I was out. I didn't get home till almost 11:30. So I didn't get to see a lot of it. Trying to look at stuff on my phone between grabbing rocks and cutting down trees. So, yeah. So, I mean, this here is Iran Friday. So, I don't know. It says Friday, but this supposedly took place. What time did this take place? Shit. I lost track. It's a long day. So that would have been Friday. Yeah, it would have been during the day. So, yeah. But aren't they ahead of us, right? So is that their Saturday? They're behind us. I lose track of where the time zones are. Let's see here. Okay, so it's Sunday. Sunday there. Okay. So there's Sunday. And it's 11:50 a.m. So about 8 hours ahead of us. About 8 hours ahead of us. So, okay. So, yeah, that boy. I don't know if that would have been considered their Friday or not, would it? I don't know. So, you got to wonder if that's how much of that, any of that's new. U.S. military launched airstrikes on. Yep. Oh, yeah, they did get this guy, too. I saw that. This guy's another one that planned one of the attacks, wasn't it? I can't remember who he was, but I remember he said that. Mike Johnson said that Palestinian forces cooked Israeli babies in ovens. Did you see that? Yes. Yep. You mean not Palestinian, you mean Gazan? Let's see. Yeah, Speaker Mike Johnson. Whew. Yeah. There's a lot of argument going on about that still. Some people say that's total bullshit. It never happened. Other people are like, no, it's happened. There's videos out there. And it's like, yeah, that they were live streaming it, doing it. So I don't know. I don't know what your chances are of finding any of those, even if you have, you know, a VPN and dark web. I don't know what you're going to do finding those. But yeah, they said they were live streaming some of that as they were offing some people and doing some crazy shit. And some people say they've seen some of those, but it's like, ooh. I'm not sure I want to see one to prove it. That's blah. That's fucked up. Now he's going to be wrong about the overestimation, but he's going to be ready to flip-flop. Okay. I'm not flip-flopping. I'm saying exactly what I said. I could be a total dick, but I'm not going to. Why can't I say... I don't know. Why do I have to keep saying... I don't want to be a jerk, but I'm very tired, so I'm trying not to be. But what part of conjecture do you not fucking understand? What did I say? How many times have I said I don't know? But we are here to conjecture either way. How many times have I say I'm playing devil's advocate? Don't be a douche. That's about as nice as I can put it. Don't be a douche. I said clearly I don't know. I said a bunch of stuff like that. So, yes, I'm tired. Don't be a jackass. Now you're being a jackass. 30 minutes, let's go. Multiple, I'm sorry to get pissed off, but sooner or later, you want to keep saying stupid shit, I'll say it back. That's about enough. I didn't clearly say, overestimate. I clearly said I don't know. I don't know. If you don't want to fucking listen to people, you don't want to listen to me say I'm conjecturing or playing devil's advocate, then fuck off. Jesus Christ. Yeah, same to you. Fine. But how many times did I say it? Come on, answer me. You want to say I'm flip-flopping? How many times did I say I'm conjecturing, guessing, we don't know? How many times did I say I was playing devil's advocate? Just asking. How many times? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. That's all you got. Instead of listening to my exact words. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's totally what I thought. No, I'm pissed because I'm tired and you're acting like a dick. You're acting like an absolute dick. I took it for plenty of times and I even tried to stay in good humor. But you want to keep playing games and ignoring my words? Fine. That's fine and dandy. I don't give a shit. Good God. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. I'm done. I'm not going to play games. If I clearly say something you want to call me out and call me a liar, fuck off. Go find another fucking channel. No, I'm done. Fuck him. I blocked his ass. Fuck him. I don't play games. If I make a mistake, fine. You want to call me flip-flopper? Fine. I stayed in good humor about it. Fuck him. I stayed in good humor. He started giving me shit when I clearly said multiple times. In fact, I've tried to clearly keep saying it. I'm conjecturing. I'm playing devil's advocate. But no. You want to come here being a fuckwad when I'm tired? Fuck you. Jesus Christ. Jackass. He's pushed my buttons before. You can push my buttons, but don't keep being a purpose dick. And he was being a dick on purpose. So guess what? He's blocked. Maybe someday I'll let him back. But I don't give a shit. I'm not here to have somebody just keep fucking with me for fun. That makes you a troll. And that's all he was doing was fucking with me. So fuck off. 30 minutes go. Multiple Iranian ships. Sorry, guys, but I have limits. I ain't no problems with trolling. I ain't no problems with you giving me shit, making fun of me, calling me names, whatever. But sooner or later, when you want to keep calling me a liar, we are going to have a problem. Now, I'm going to say it one last time. If nobody likes it, get the fuck out. I am conjecturing, I am guessing, and I'm playing devil's advocate. It's enough. Anybody else want to ask a question about, oh my God, am I going to flip-flop because I've stated stuff? I'm stating jack shit. I'm conjecturing. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm pissed. I come on here and I need some troll fucking with me. Trying to tell me I said shit I didn't and still saying shit that I don't have to backtrack on. No, if I fuck up, I'll fuck up. But Jesus Christ, how many times I've in my description, bring your opinions. Jesus Christ. What a prick. And then he just kept fucking with me. I took it and tried to meet with him on that. Oh no, gotta keep fucking with me. Jesus. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get back on this, and I apologize, guys. I don't get that pissed very often. But you know what? Kiss my ass doing that shit. So I apologize, but Jesus. If that's to him, fuck him. He can send me an apology on email. Maybe we'll talk. Pulling that shit. Stick his head in his ass and not listen to me say conjecture. Alright, so no reply says 30 minutes ago, multiple Iranian ships are moving directly into the shipping lane of the Strait of Hormuz. Now, I have to ask you guys, these ships are not classified as cargo, fishing, passenger, etc. Oh boy. I do not know this, so I'm going to ask a question. What type of ships what does the Iranian Navy look like? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I said something I don't know. Sorry, I'm really trying to let it go. But, I mean, I hide it so well, but he really pissed me off. And you guys can go back and look at the chat. I put up with it a long time. I tried to meet with him and let him go, let it go. I took a joke. So much. What is the Iranian Navy even look like? I mean, how big of ships do they have? And do they have like full-on destroyers or, I mean, what is their military? Or their Navy-wise? So they're moving in the Strait of Hormuz. Yeesh. This could get frisky then. I'm not sure I would want to go up against an aircraft carrier group, especially with our subs with them and stuff. Yike. I just seen a video from Haifa bombing. No sirens or warnings are heard. The bomb just strikes. Yike. Well, yeah, the B-2s are what? Very, very, very hard to spot. Hey, GTR, what's up? Yeah, it ticks me off. I don't want to block people. I hate that, but don't do that. I have limits. You can come on, call me a jackass, call me a moron, but don't do that. Don't call me a liar. How's it going, GTR? What do you think, buddy? You're over there in another country. What do you think? And unfortunately, I think Ryan probably left too, but I'm sorry. It's up to you guys. Oh, I see Ryan here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ryan. I wasn't throwing you under a bus. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be on this tired, but no, I'd be pissed off if I wasn't tired. Don't just, went way too far. Internet, not immigrant. What? It is the internet, brother, just full of trolls. No, the thing is, I didn't want to think of him as a troll. If you go back and look, I put up a lot of the comments on it, and he just kept pushing it harder and harder, no matter how much I tried to let it go, how many times I said whatever. So, all right. So Ryan says they mostly really small ships, like what you see on our Coast Guard. Okay, so maybe about the size of a Coast Guard cutter. Okay. They just need ships in there to block it off. Okay. Now, do you think they'll, okay. Do you think they'll mine it? Do you think they would mine, or do you think they just use ships to block? Like blockade off, shipping traffic? I never knew oh yeah, buddy, I knew they had a Navy. And their Navy has gone after some of our like fast boats like Ryan or somebody else. Our smaller boats, some of our soldiers have had problems with them. And they've done crazy shit with their Navy before. And they've done some, once again, shit that you would be kind of considered against, war, active war against our country and other ships and stuff. So I don't know. But are they going to you think they're going to just blockade, or do you think they're going to actually try to get even friskier? Do you think they're really going to try to mine it? I'm good. Oh. Yeah, GTR, I hope you guys don't get dragged into it. I don't think so. I think this is going to be something pretty quick. I don't know. Yeah, Jay Watterson says that he thinks they'll do it all. So then I'm gonna guess he thinks you're gonna blockade and mine. Yike. Ryan, they're really running a big risk because those ships are really easy for us to take out. I would agree. Now here's a question. The friend of mine who was stationed on a carrier has talked about in that tight of an area, a aircraft carrier group can take heavy damage if somebody sends out enough ordnance from ships and ground at a certain time, because there's not as much time to react as they would like, and something's going to get hit. So I would agree with Ryan that they're running a big risk, because not only can our ships take out a lot of theirs, but what if they do get something through and hit one of our ships? What if they do? Honestly, what is going to be the response if they get one of our ships through? So that's just my quick question on that. So yeah, they are running a big risk. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Sorry, I'm looking at something. Okay. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how that goes. Sorry, I was doing something in the background there that I had to do. Okay. All right. So we'll see if that gets me in trouble for that. We'll see how that happens. We'll see how it goes. All right. So head me back over here. But yeah. So Ryan, I agree they're running a big risk, but I think they're running a big risk for two reasons. They could lose a shitload of more expensive stuff, but what if they actually hit some of our shit? Oh my God. One, then it'll be full out war, and we'll have what I don't want is our people dying. And Ryan, I don't care if people are all willing and happy to go die. That's not my problem. That's cool if they want to do that. In fact, we need people like that in our military. I'm just saying I don't want them to die for some stupid country over there. It doesn't, I just don't know how to state it properly. I know I'm not stating it right. Carriers need a lot of space. Yes. Yep. That's it. My friend was telling me. Well, Sean. I can say his name, but Sean. But I can't say his last name, obviously. Yes, carriers need a lot of space. Where carriers aren't. Yeah, they're a carrier group. Yeah, a bunch of ships, some subs. Yep, they're a whole group. Yeah, they're definitely susceptible. That's what some people are worried about, is in some of those narrow areas, a carrier group can be a target. And I am worried that if they get hit, oh shit. So let's hope if these ships are out there doing scurvy crap, let's hope they're the only ones that get hit. And tight space or not, a aircraft carrier group has a crazy amount of firepower. I mean, I can't even imagine how many rounds of ordnance of all types can come off that at once. All right. Iranian Navy, no carriers or destroyers, but good on coastal defense. So yeah, about like our Coast Guard, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I crapped myself when I found out our Coast Guard has ships over there. They were talking about the Coast Guard's over there. The Navy and the head, they out and out said on one of the news outlets I was watching, said, yeah, we have Coast Guard ships. I'm like, holy shit. Man, gotta give. A lot of people don't think the United States Coast Guard is an actual military branch. Like, shit. So yeah, coastal defense, substantial military for submarine force. Really? Do they? I think all their subs are diesel though, aren't they? Aren't they diesel electric? Because I don't. How many countries have nuclear subs? Here we go. Let's just do it this way. Let's see. 6 countries operate nuclear submarines. United States, Russia, China, France, United Kingdom, and India. Well, I did not see India coming. So far as we know, Iran has no nuclear subs. And I'm not saying, oh my God, does that just make it epic? Well, to a point, yeah. Nuclear subs are much more advanced. See, there's another one I saved, guys. I saved this on purpose because, look, they did not have the notification down here, so people are thinking that shit's real. So, yeah. Growing arsenal of anti-ship missiles and drones. Okay. So, yeah, I just... By the way, in case you guys are wondering, I did unban him or unblock. I didn't ban him from the channel. I blocked his messages. I was using it like a timeout. I did not ban him. It is unbanned. I can show you my screen where I unbanned him if you'd really like. But yes, I unblocked his shit. So he might be able to see his last comment in the chat again. So I was just... I'm hoping both of us have cooler heads next time. But that's... So yeah, I was bookmarking stuff today while I was working. Then we get to this. And I save these for a reason. Of course, what do you think the Democrats are thinking? Well, yeah. Well, no, this is old. You are, oh God. Jay Watterson, you got me. Man, I got to get back on my game. You got me. You got me. Okay. Funny little shit. We know where they hit them. I used to have bookmarking while I was working today, but here's the ones I didn't like. Well, no, I just don't want to lose people because I don't like... I am very proud of our military people who are all gung-ho to get out there. We need people like that. We don't need people like my 2 mommies or some trans person who can't go out there without their puberty blockers and all their other meds to keep their new opening open and stuff. Those people are not fight ready. And I'll say it right out. I'm sorry to most trans people. You did not go into the military to be military. You went in because the military was going to pay for your transition surgeries. Are there some of you that are gung-ho fighters and want to go out and do hardcore shit? Yes. Is that most of you? Fuck no. Damn no. 100%. But I'd rather damn have as some, and it's mostly guys out there going, damn, let's go. I'm for it, but I want their lives used on something glorious. How's that? Glorious. Not, hey, look, this little sandbox here, just in case some stupid laser-guided camel gets a lucky shot on one of these great guys. Oh, no. I think, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to lose any. Oh, wow. That's really cool, Bonnie. Congratulations. Damn, she married well then. Oh, that's good. All right. Check everybody on Rumble. How you doing, Rumble? I see you guys all over there. And that is in the chat is a link to the YouTube chat in case you guys do not have a Rumble account where you can chat. Or, hey, feel free to just watch silently if you don't want to chat. That's fine. No problemo. Well, thank you for joining in. And I know Ryan, I don't know if Ryan and I connected right on that. I'm not against our soldiers choosing to go and give their lives for this country or a battle. I just prefer it to be a battle that means something. I don't know. I still don't think I'm getting it out there right. I got a lot of friends who are in the military. Maybe they could put it better than I could. But here we go, guys. Democrats. And they're all over doing this. And a lot of them are using almost the exact same things. So here we go again with the talking points. Congressman Greg Casar, it is illegal for Donald Trump to drag America into another endless foreign war. No, one, it isn't. Donald Trump has, 60 to 90 days, where as commander-in-chief, he can just take action. Send our military in, take shit out, get shit done. I believe it's 60 or 90 days. I don't know which. I forgot at the moment. 60 or 90 days, he has to go to Congress and talk to them. Talk to Congress and then get them to approve to keep military action going or shut it down. Declare war or not. Which, by the way, does anybody know when the last time Congress officially declared war? They don't want to, because they like to leave it hung on the head of the executive. They can say, well, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. They don't like to declare war. They try to do it as little as possible. They just turn their back and let the executive do whatever. They can hang it on him. But yeah, I love this. By the way, what Donald Trump has did is not illegal. As commander-in-chief, he did everything legal today. This is the problem with Democrats. No matter what Trump does. Once again, this is something where 70 to 80% of the American population supports this. Yeah. And I know there's a split in MAGA people. But Democrats are on the wrong side of every damn thing. This is not illegal. And I got to give a big F you to Thomas Massey, who's saying the same damned thing. Massey knows better. This is constitutional. If it goes on past the 60 or 90 days, then it's not constitutional. Okay, no reply. Said the last time was World War II. See, I can't remember if they ever did it during the Gulf War at all or not. But I know that, man, we've had so many conflicts and they never declare war because they don't want to. They want to keep their little hands clean. Go, well, I had nothing to do with that. Yet while they're doing that, they're still giving out the money we need to keep the conflict going. So, Congress should immediately pass a war powers resolution. Let me fix this. A war powers resolution to illegally block Trump from carrying out an unconstitutional war. Separation of powers, dickhead. You are the... What? Oh, you're the legislative branch. Who has power? Who's the commander-in-chief? Who has the power for the first 60 to 90 days to just do this shit on his own? Oh, I'm sorry, he's the executive branch. So here we go with Democrats once again wanting to say F you and wipe their ass with the Constitution and make a war powers resolution to block the executive from exercising his power as the commander-in-chief. Democrats can't help themselves. My entire adult life, colleges have promised that new wars in the Middle East would be quick and easy. Then they sent other people's children to fight and die endlessly. Enough. Well, hey, you Democrats have done no better. And you know what? So far, Trump did really quick and hard and easy. So yeah, if the last time was World War II, wow. Oh, Ryan, sorry. I understand. I think it's arguable for sure, and I hear what you're saying and don't disagree. More like just saying there's another way. Yeah, I know there's no way to look at it, Ryan. That's why I tried to go around and around with you. That's why I gave Hakuna Matata a lot of leeway. But no, I understand there's more than one way to look at it. I just don't know. I understand what you're saying, but I don't know if I'm getting my point across properly. I just don't think I'm getting it across properly. I'll try to ask a friend tomorrow, see if he knows a better way to say it. I'm sure there's a better way. But no, I just... I know they are okay with going in. Trust me, I know a few of those guys that would love to just go. But, you know, doesn't mean I enjoy seeing them get maybe offed. Whether they're fine with it and go, that's the way I want to go. Hey, that's kick-ass. I'll tell you what, there are worse ways to go. I've seen some people die of cancer, Alzheimer's and stuff. I'll tell you what, you're going to give me a choice? Here's a rifle, go into battle, run right up for front line, see if you can take out a lot for you go, or you're going to do this Alzheimer's or cancer thing? Give me that gun, let me go. Give me go, 100%. Wow, was last time really World War II? Holy crap. Not that I don't believe you, but wow. Oh my God. That is crazy. That makes this even worse. This asshole wants to now suddenly act like they're going to do something. Why? Look at this. They didn't give a shit all this time until Orange Man. When Obama took out American citizens and was droning the shit up people, he got a peace prize, bombing people and droning people. When Joe Biden did what he did, they never said, hey, we need a war powers resolution. Yeah. But suddenly when it's Orange Man, jeez Louise. These Democrats are nuts. Congress doesn't need to declare war. The Constitution separates military powers. The president in charge of military. Congress is not required. Well, see, no reply. I thought there was something where the president's supposed to go back to Congress after like 60 or 90 days. Hang on. Ah, 90s. See what that does. No, okay. Then I was wrong. See? No, the president does not need to Congress declare war after 90 days. The War Powers Resolution of 73 requires the president to notify within 48 hours. That much I knew. Within 40 hours of introducing troops to hostilities and to end the military action after 60 days unless they authorize its continuation. There we go. So I mixed up that with this right here. So he has to go in and talk to them in like 60 days and then see if they authorize the continuation. There we go. However, the resolution is not mandated declaration of 90 days. Well, I did say a little bit ago, I wasn't sure it was 60 or 90, but I totally mixed that up. Okay. So he's got to go in and talk to them after 60 days. Congress needs to authorize its continuation or not. So there we go. But up until then, Trump can do whatever. They can't tell him shit. So yeah. Yeah, this is stupid right here. This one here is stupid because that's unconstitutional. So yeah. Well, I don't know about informing Congress within 40 hours of introducing troops into hostilities. I think he's informed them. We all knew this was coming. Oh, God, Jay Watterson. Don't poke the dog, dude. I feel bad about it, but man, I tried. I even said fine, then I did. I mean, I don't know what else to say, so. But thanks, buddy. Thanks for making me laugh. So, we'll see if he ever comes back, because I did unblock his messages. I didn't ban him from the channel. I just blocked his messages for a while. It is what it is. In the interest of American protection, whether the attacks preemptive or already occurred. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Congress is not required to deploy troops or munitions. Yeah. And they're going to try to take his power. They really are. Once again, Orange Man. So they want a new war powers resolution to block Trump from carrying out stuff. So what they're trying to do is break the Constitution. Gotta love these friggin' people. The only thing he did was change it in the 70s to make the president have to notify Congress in 40 hours. Yep. No, yep, that's what we read right there. No reply. 100%. You're right. Right there. So, yep. So that's good to know. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry if I flip and flopped again, Jay Watterson. I appreciate the call out on that. No, Crafty Hergok, you're fine. No. And I don't want you guys to think you can't disagree with God. It's just, sorry. I don't want you guys to think you can't disagree with me. It's just, don't keep calling me a liar. I do not like that. I tried everything to let it go, make jokes. Okay. We are going to disavow of that whole thing happening, so whatever. All right, this strike doesn't even require any of that. No, it doesn't. Trump can say, hey, military, go over and make boom booms over there, and they go do it. Congress has nothing to say, so screw these Democrats. All right. This guy we'll talk about a little bit. And here we go again. Robert Reich. What a name that guy has. Robert Reich. That one person can drag us into war without consulting or even notifying Congress. Our allies are fully explaining to the American people why this is necessary is absolutely bonkers. Reminder that Congress has the power to stop all this. Where the hell are they? No, they do not. And by the way, this guy, if you don't know who Robert Reich is, he is, look at that, a Berkeley professor. Surprise. Yeah, former Secretary of Labor. And by the way, he's a lawyer. He knows he's lying his cock off. They do not have the power to stop this. They have the power to sit down, shut the fuck up. So what a dick. This is lefties. Berkeley professor tells you everything you need to know right there. And pre-order my new book below. Uh-huh. Followed by the Leftist Accountability Project. Oh, says everything. So, by the way, where was Robert throughout the last, decades? Every time all the other presidents did the same thing. Hey, Robert, where were you when Obama did it? Where were you when Biden did it? Where were you when Clinton did it? I'm betting he had his head so far up his ass. He was pulling on intestine up there. So what the fuck? These guys are just dicks. Just dicks. I like this right here. Gavin Newsom at JD Nance. This is off the topic, but nice of you to finally make it out to California. Since you're so eager to talk about me, Gavin, you called him a bunch of names. You were talking, you want to be a tough man. That wasn't Trump. He was talking about Vance and Hegseth, both. About talking about me. How about saying it to my face? Let's debate time and place. One, don't be a dickhead to a guy who is a veteran. I love how Gavin with his beautifully manicured little nails. I want to bet his toenails are painted pink. Yeah, okay. He is just trying to position himself for presidential run. All right, but here we go again. Elizabeth Warren. United States should not wage war against Iran. Now, if there's a Democrat president, what would she be saying? Once again, Pocahontas. Donald Trump's bomb. I still cannot believe she wrote a book. Pow Wow Chow. Man, Democrats, you racist. Donald Trump's bombing of Iran is unconstitutional. Oh, where do they get the talking points? Only Congress can declare war. No shit, stupid. We know that. But he can send people in there. In 60 days, he can come talk to you and you can decide to keep funding it or whatever, or okay this. Whatever. It is a horrific war of choice. Is this really a war? Come on. This is a kerfuffle at best. Amy Klobuchar. I have long been committed to making sure Iran never obtains a nuclear weapon. But, well, you know what? How dare Donald Trump do anything about it, so he should just keep talking for another 30 years. Okay. But President Trump's order for direct strikes and his threats of a much wider U.S. military campaign against Iran well beyond its nuclear sites could lead our country into a dangerous and open-ended war. He must not, and under our Constitution, strange how they all keep going to that, isn't it, though? Oops, didn't mean to do that, but oh well, I'll back up in a second. Under our Constitution, cannot take these actions without congressional authorization. In 60 days or so, dummy. She's blatantly, and clearly lying on purpose. She is lying and she knows she's lying. In fact, hang on a second. You get so much of this. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I just need to throw that in there. There we go. Sorry, just thought I'd throw that in there. I'll catch up with you guys here in a sec. That's just enough of that shit. She's blatantly lying. Now, what do you think Ilhan Omar is going to say? Gee, Ilhan, the great American-loving Omar. I'm here to work for all you Somali people in Somalia in our Congress. Never says shit about working for the American people. The strikes on Iran, ordered by President Trump and executed without congressional authorization, no, she's lying, mark a dangerous and reckless escalation of already volatile conflict in the Middle East. Military strikes will not bring peace, only provoke more violence. What is more chatting doing? We've been chatting with Iran, and we've let Iran attack our people in the past and not gone and bombed the bejesus out of them for it. We've seen what happens when diplomacy is sidelined in favor of bombs. It only brings more death and destruction. Congress must vote immediately on Representative Thomas Massie, dickhead. I usually like Massie. Massie's wrong, and Massie knows it. Instead of Tim Kaine, you know the world has gone knucking futs when Thomas Massie and Tim Kaine are on something together. That right there, you know something is fucking wrong. And Massie knows better. Massie knows this is constitutional. Massie, what the absolute shit are you doing? I used to like him. I still do a lot of times, but what the shit? Tim Kaine's war powers resolutions when he returned to session. Hey, maybe if you guys didn't take so much vacation time, you know, you'd still be in session, but you guys barely do jack shit for us. What is it? They work like 150 days a year or something like that? It's like, jeez Louise. Most people I know work pretty much 365 days a year, but hey, you know. The American people are tired of the endless war. I love how a war or a battle or a kerfuffle that is a matter of hours old is already an endless war. Well, that's weird. Every time a Democrat president's in there, it goes on for on and on and on and on. Don't hear them talking about endless war and 2 years later. But hey, 5 hours later, they're already talking about endless war. All right, let me catch up with you guys real quick. Yes, the War Powers Act of 1973. Yep, right there. Yeah, War Powers Resolution of 1973, right here. Boom. Yippo. Has to have troops on the ground on boots for 60 days. Troops on the ground after strikes. Yep. Not only did he inform Congress, he informed Iran. I know. He informed everybody. I mean, Trump is not the speak softly, carry a big stick guy. He yells it really loud and still carries that big stick. He does not go to that speak quietly. Yeah, he informed everybody. I think he sent emails to daycare centers going, hey, by the way, we're going to attack Iran. I mean, come on. I think people were even talking about it on gaming channels on YouTube. Yeah, I know my screensavers gave up. So no agenda was on, but he gave up for the night. Yeah, he informed everybody. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. No reply. I guess, Democrats can't stop democrating. And God, why is she even in there? All right. Hey, look at this. AOC has called for the impeachment of Trump. Oh, my God. You go, donkey. Oh, I'm not going to know. That's the Caitlin Clark stuff is getting stupid. Eric Swalwell. Donald Trump is not a dictator, and Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. That's why in a democracy, or a republic, with democratic leanings here, if you want to put it that way, Congress exists. Trump's actions without pursuing proven congressionally authorized diplomatic efforts. So what was your idea, Eric? What was your idea? Just asking. Threaten to mire the United States in another endless Middle East conflict. Matter of hours in. Maybe we should wait a couple weeks and see what happens? Maybe a couple months? Come on. Congress should have been briefed. Hey, no reply. Didn't they get briefed? Seems like it. It seems like every man, woman, and child on earth got briefed. It seems like everybody in Iran knew and got briefed. So, Eric Swalwell, you are a liar. And you're an asshole. Go date another Chinese spy, you piece of shit. You voted on? That's not how it works. Congress don't get to vote. In fact, our Constitution clearly, They gave the commander-in-chief, the executive, one guy, that power for a reason, because they know what happens in committee. If you go to Congress, my God, don't think Congress can get done to celebrate the birthday of peeps and give themselves raises. Can you imagine bringing this into Congress? They would do nothing because none of them want their names on it. And those that do would be like, yeah, let's go. You know, Lindsey Graham would be up there pounding. Half these other pussies would be like, oh my God, I don't know. I don't want to take a stand. I have a lot of Israel haters in my area. Oh, shit. They knew. Our founders knew that would paralyze any military where shit had to happen. That's why they gave it to the executive, to one person, to say, oh shit, something's going wrong, get them. Can you imagine Congress trying to say this shit? Good luck. Congress would get zero done. Dude, we would have attacks on this country going on. You like Red Dawn. Let's say Red Dawn happened. The newer or the original happened. My God, you're going to Congress. Trump, you're going to Congress. Hey, we got to get rid of the North Koreans attacking our country. Okay, hang on. My God, North Korea would take over most of the country if they ever got off their asses. That's exactly why they didn't want this. Yeah, been able to vote. Been able to set parameters. So, oh my God, Eric Swalwell thinks Congress, the legislative, gets to set the parameters on the military, which is the executives. What a jackass. I don't trust Trump for 1 second to prosecute this conflict. Well, how many other people haven't trusted other presidents like, Joe Biden? Fuckwad. All of this. He's corrupt and incompetent. He's surrounded by cult followers who can't speak truth to power. Or you can just flip-flop like me. Now Congress will prevent this conflict from spiraling out of control. We will always stand with Israel and to protect their skies. We'll stand with Israel, but you know what? Hey, I can go with them keeping the U.S. troops when they're deployed, but who said they're going to be deployed? Who said they're going to be deployed? I wonder what some of the answers are on this. Oh, somebody's using Grok. List the name of presidents who took military action against foreign threats without congressional approval. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ho, ho. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. Yeah. Yeah. I know for a fact that Biden did too. But yeah. Look at that. That's nice right there. Got fact checked really quick by Leonard's mom. Let's see. Catch up with you guys real quick. Gavin and JD boxing match. I mean, debate with Hegseth as the referee. Ho, 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 ho. I like referee. Who would want a president last name Newsome? Ugh. You know what, Connie? You're right. Oh my God. Could you imagine Newsom became our president? Dude, the world would. We'd be like a bigger joke than almost Biden. Oh, look, American president's name is Newsome. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, shit. Damn, you are so right. Oh, no. Newsome would make America, like the USA, Canada. Well, at the very least, he'd make it California. And I'm sorry, Californians, your state is gorgeous. But there's a reason a lot of your state wants to split off from the rest of you lunatics. There's a reason that your state, I'm sorry, 4th biggest economy in the world, would go away without American tax dollars. Federal tax dollars supporting it. All the federal money you bring in from all the military bases. You would be busted. Busted. You'd make America look like we were in the black. That's how bad off you'd be. And it'd be almost instant. Hey, how many federal dollars had to save you from a forest fire? Because you guys clusterfucked without that. Yeah, you messed that up bad. Ryan, can I just say that I have a man crush on JD Vance? Oh my God. Oh, see him call Jose a little bitch. Yeah. Wait a second. No, did I? No, I don't think I did. Which Jose? Was that Padilla? No, that's Alex Padilla. No, I don't think I saw that, Ryan. No. I don't think so. But yeah, J.D. Vance, I will say this. I did not think that J.D. Vance was much of a choice. I was like, well, I guess. I guess there's worse choices. But man, J.D. Vance has really surprised me. And wow. I've had to eat my words multiple times. Because man, when he first picked him, I think I talked about it on one of my streams. I was like, I don't know. J.D. Vance, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. I might even outright poo-pooed him. But now, man, I'm telling you what, J.D. Vance has shown that he could be a good president. Really? I mean, wow. Ryan, kerfuffle counter is up to 22. But yeah, I don't know if I saw that, Ryan. I really don't. Let me see here. What are we talking about? J.D. Vance calls Jose a little bitch. I'm not sure what if I. Oh, that was Alex Padilla. Okay, because you said Jose, so so I was right. Alex Padilla. So I did see that. Yeah. Because that's what I said at the beginning there. I'm not flip-flopping. Sorry. I'm not flip-flopping. I did say Alex Padilla a minute ago. But I'm like, well, that's not Jose. So, okay. Reverse says Senator Padilla is Jose. Okay. I did not make the connection, but I did see him call Padilla that, but somehow my brain lost the Jose part. Okay. So, yeah. But yeah, I think to be a flip-flopper, I think Vance is doing an amazing job. And I did not think he would be anywhere near this good. Yeah, so glad it worked out this way, honestly. I don't think that even if he hadn't burned his bridges and had a bad campaign, I am very glad Florida's governor is where he's at. He's doing a good job there, but I don't even know. I don't think he would have been a good enough of a VP for Trump. Crafty Hiragok, I'm in Washington State, and I feel the same if any of my politicians got the presidency. Oof. Yeah, isn't aren't a lot, isn't part, is that, or wait a minute, am I getting that wrong? Is that Oregon? Part of Oregon is trying to join Idaho, right? Isn't that what's trying to happen? But like in Illinois, a lot of Illinois would love to break off and join the few of the states around, but it ain't going to happen. Which, shouldn't we be able to? Well, shouldn't we be able to? Bang, bang with fang, fang. Oh, my Lord. Dude. Jay Watterson. And Jay Watterson comes in and stirs that pot with that old flip-flop. So all was planned as a weekend of long private negotiations with Fang Fang, yeah. Or whoever Fang Fang's replacement is. But yeah, see, I love this shit here. I love how Leonard's mom here just did a quick grok search. And look what it comes up with right away. You jackass. And they'll just lie. Because smooth brains, the lefties, will just look at this. Yeah, bad orange man, bad orange man, bad orange man. They won't even try doing a quick search. They won't ask Grok, Chat GPT. Ha. I'm going to flip-flop those letters. Ha. They won't ask Gemini. They won't ask anything. They won't do a quick, hey, Google. Watch it. My phone's going to start answering. They won't do nothing. It's got orange man, damn orange man, orange man. But anybody else, center, right, some mild left, will look it up and go, well, wait a friggin' second. So, yeah. Okay. You got to give them that one. Oh, no. You play me long. Me play you long time. I like how the papers here say U.S. intelligence and Swalwell on them. Oh, that's good shit. That's good. That's good, dude. Oh, hey, look at this. Getting called out. He doesn't need to go to Congress what he did. Plus, if he had gone to Congress, you would have called Iran to let them know. Did Obama ever do that? Libya, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Yemen, Somalia, Iraq, Syria? You're all mad you were just left out of loops. You would have ran your propaganda networks to leak it, yeah? And how about this? They're just mad because it's Orange Man. Any damn thing Trump does. I won't say you flip-flopped on JD. That was the other guy. I'll say it. When JD Vance was chosen, if I go back and look on this channel, I clearly said I didn't think he was a great choice. I go, he's too new. He's too green. I think I said a bunch of stuff like that. But man, I'll tell you, holy shit, he surprised me. So, I'm sorry, if the flip-flop fits, I'll wear it. If the flip-flop doesn't fit, you must have quit. Oh, Lordy. Intelligence and Democrats still going hand. Yeah, no shit, Jimmy. How you doing, man? How you doing? Also, yeah, intelligence and Democrats. I just love all the answers he's getting called out hard. And you know lefties won't go look through the comments. You don't see a lot of leftists pushing back automatically. Go, yeah! Congressman Swalwell's sudden concern for constitutional process is rich, concerning his party rubber stamp Biden's $95 billion foreign aid package without debate. The strikes on Iran's nuclear sites weren't endless, where they were surgical for enforcement of red lines. Yes. So yeah. Now here's what we hope. The only thing Trump would need from you borderline useless idiots would be a declaration of war. Good luck. But we're not going to war. No boots on the ground, and air superiority already belongs to us. If there would be a war, it would be a quick one. But there's not. We'll see. I hope not. If we do, what did I say? I know I've said this. I've said this before. If we do go to war, I want it to be quick, nasty, and done. Quick, nasty, and done, man. So, yeah, that's another one. These Democrats have all come out saying almost the exact same thing when they know they're lying. So, yeah. All right, so that is the end of those. But no, I have a couple of ha-has in here if we want to. But man, this Caitlin Clark thing, this is stupid. What's going on with them? WNBA needs to be just totally defunded. Defund them in WNBA. Oh, I don't know why that pops on there. In a word, Alex Padilla. No. No, Jay Watterson, damn it. Stop it. To somewhere Hakuna Matata's going to hear you, dude. He's going to come back. I unblocked his commenting. I'm not going to hold a grudge. I was pissed off at the time, but I'm not going to hold a grudge. That'd be ass. Me, my wife, and I get in fights. I like to get over with and be done with it, and I don't hold grudge. I don't want to go bed angry. I don't want to keep that. I got done with it. Just like Trump with Iran. Get in, bang it up, get done. Unless Iran does some funky shit. If you guys are right, and oh shit, if they start sending their Navy out, that would signal that Iran is not done, that Iran is going to come back and get nasty with this. And I don't want it. I do not want it. All right. Bunny, I was talking earlier and my damn phone was answering me. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, there's a reason I'm not okay G-wording. Damn thing will take off on me. Stream flip out counter. I'm sorry, Jay Watterson, you are killing me. And thank you very much for helping me pull out of that. Hey, I've made some good flip-flop puns after that. I think I blocked his commenting for a whole 7 minutes, but we'll see what happens. Oh, let's see. Jimmy, I was going to joke during your flip-flop rant. What not to say in the situation? You need to calm down, little girl. Oh, my God. See, now that's funny. I can take it. Like I said, I have very few lines. Call me little girl, whatever else. Hell, I even took the flip-flop thing at first. But, you know, there's certain things everybody's got. That's nice. You need to calm down, little girl. Oh, hell. Could be my name. My name makes people think that. All right, but let's see here. What do you guys think? Do you think they're going to do something? Really? Let's see. Oh, God, I just probably spelled that wrong, didn't I? Trying to see. 2 days ago, 1 hour ago. Here we go. I don't know. What do you think? Think that's anything fresh? I don't. Iran warned U.S. strikes will have everlasting consequences. Yeah, because you guys just lost a mountain. One of your mountains just became a plain. Oof, or a mesa. There we go. We turned Fordow into the Fordow Mesa. Or the Fordow Crater. 6 bunker busters. Jeez. I'll give him this. Maybe we should have the Iranians who built Fordow come over and do our highways for us. I mean, shit. If it took 6 of our bunker busters, 300, what? Was it 30,000 pounders? Holy crap, to take that thing down? Imagine how good they could redo our freeways and roads. Those things would make the Autobahn look like a gravel road. So maybe we can make a deal with Iran. No nukes. You don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you. And you want to make some money, we'll help your economy. Send your guys who are building this shit over here to our roads. That'd be great. I was trying to see if I knew anything, we could find anything about the ships, but we'll see. Yep, we know that. 86-minute hospital, Iranian strikes. Yes. Yeah, I don't see anything right away. So that's live updates. So, okay. I thought I'd try. All right. I was going to comment on how hard it is to flip-flop. Carrot takes the whole Chinese chef for that. What? Flip and flop. I was pretty sure I was on the... No, you weren't. No, I can take jokes about flip-flopping. It's when he started getting really kind of idiotic about it. He was starting to be very insulting and really just calling me a blatant liar. And that's where I had a problem. And once again, I did joke it off. I even said to capitulate, I said, fine, then I did. But it is what it is. Just no throwing flip-flops, then shit gets real. No. You know what we should have done? Is it called flip-flopping anymore, or is it called crocking? Because I'm a crock of shit. I don't know. Oh, whatever. Does anybody wear flip-flops? Don't everybody just wear the rubber Crocs? I'll keep the Mexicans for the roads. Not sure a bunch of Iranians showing up is the very best thing. Yeah, I agree. We'd have to watch them, but tell me them roads wouldn't be built like, the Autobahn. I mean, holy shit. Ah, got it. Okay. I never saw Carrot be Karen, but I got it. My wife's not going to love that. Oh, shit. Yeah, I married one. Yeah, she's very happy that she's an internet meme now. She's very pleased. Yeah. It's been her favorite thing in life. She's thought about going by her middle name a few times. I kid you not. Holy crap. Oh, no. Yep. All right, well, I guess we'll have to see what happens. Let's see. Let's go to X and see if there's anything else live. Yeah, what's one thing better than name? I don't know what the hell that's all about. Federal George ordered Trump to Oh, my God, dude. That's Rob Schneider, too. That's why I follow him. Breaking federal judges ordered Trump to rebuild Iran's nuclear facilities. That's great. Oh my God. First word that comes to mind. Pretty badass. I think the only one short there is what, Rubio. Aren't all the others like over 6 something? Oh my God. I didn't know that. Now I know carrot means Karen. Huh. Well, who knew? Klobuchar. Travis is saying, oh my God. Of course. Here we go. Is anybody surprised? Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib. President Trump sending U.S. troops to bomb Iran without the consent of Congress is a blatant violation of our Constitution. Dun dun dun. We are living in clown world. I swear, they all got their talking points and now they're out with it. Oh my God. I wonder what her comments are on this. Let's hope more people have called her out just like it's swallow. He does not need consent for Congress. Did Obama get consent for Congress? Not once. There you go. Patriot Dad. Damn right, he is everywhere. Grok. Here we go again. Oh, tell this person how many times Biden and Obama carried out strikes without congressional approval. Oh, no. Hey, Grok. Presidents Obama and Biden conducted military strikes without any congressional approval multiple times, often citing existing authorizations or defensive needs. Hey, kind of like now. Obama authorized... Oh, Rashida, you're getting pwned. Obama authorized 563 drone strikes. You know what? Don't make these bunker busters and a few tomahawks look too bad, does it? 563 drone strikes in Pakistan, Somalia, and Yemen. Wow. Oh. Holy, and airstrikes against ISIS in Iraq and Syria. Oh no. Biden ordered strikes in Yemen and Syria. See, I told you Grok is wrong at times. A lot of times. He did conduct strikes. Justify his defensive without congressional consent. So I was saying specific. It wasn't congressional consent at all. Exact counts. I'm just like, it's funny. Getting totally owned. Exact counts are complex due to legal interpretations. Stop backtracking, Grok. There was none. I love it. That is great. Oh, that's great. Oh, I love when they just openly get owned. Who wants to see these two Islamic extremist sympathizers expel? Why? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Especially this one. Why is this one still not in jail? She federally broke laws and married her brother to get him into our country. Yeah. And she lied about it. Yeah. Then she said on camera it's easier to work for Somalia and Somalians, not Americans. Some people did some bad thing on 9/11. Okay. Yeah, she should be gone for sure, let alone be in jail for breaking her laws. And she lied about it under oath, too, by the way. All my friends are dead. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm sorry. That's rough right there. Holy shit. Breaking news. The United States will be sending all the illegal immigrants to Iran to pick their crops. Or sending all the illegal immigrants to Iran to help Iran rebuild. Holy shit. That's good. I'm sorry. That is great. All my friends are dead. Oh, shit. Someone got to arrest Obama for his bombing of Libya. Oh, man. Harris is looking pretty good now, huh, Rashida? Oh, shit. What the fuck? These people are stupid. I love it. Oh. She's right to call it the constitutional breach. It's not constitutional, you moron. But we should go even deeper. This is just a violation of congressional authority. It's a reminder the executive branch has normalized by bypassing checks and balances coming to war. Both parties have allowed it. That's right. But nobody in Congress wants to declare war. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, this is crazy. This is a genocide of nuclear facilities, says Rashida. Israel harms nuclear facilities that are children, women, and journalists. Destroy the West. That's beautiful. Oh, God. Rashida, AOC, and Ilhan Omar. Oh, no. Dude, talk about getting pwned. You would think the Democrats, it's crazy. They can't stop democrating. They just keep going farther. It's because they're not speaking to us. I know they're not speaking to us. They're speaking to the 10 years worth of brainwashed leftards out there. You know? So yeah, 100%. Jimmy, I'm still wondering why Ilhan's religion hasn't stoned her to death for cheating on her brother. Wow, dude. Whoa. Where's Hakuna Matata when you need him? That's a flip-flop right there. Yeah, that's crazy. You're right. They do that. Well, shit. I never even thought about it, but you're right. Wow, that's craziness. Nice one, Jimmy. I like it. Jimmy's just sitting here quiet. He throws out something here or there. But then, just... Jimmy drops a bunker buster in the chat. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let's see. Whoa, mama. I don't want to look at Shamu. All right. Let's see here. Oops. I gotta change my mic setup. Let's see what the latest from Iran is. June 20th. No, that's 2 days ago. My God. When you type in latest, you would think it would give you like, the latest. But it doesn't. I like this. It gives me 2 days ago. And then even farther, the 16th, before it gives me something from 8 hours ago. That's a little weird, huh? Whee! 11 hours. Latest. Iran runs on new and very what? The latest. Iran runs on new and very dangerous missiles. Very widespread destruction can be seen. Hey, Ryan. Guys, do you think this guy's, where do you think the senior worker, Pakistan People's Party? You can't. Yeah, okay, so is this, how long, what day is this from? What battle is this from? And what do you want to bet this guy is a really good friend with the Iranians? Oh, my. Gotta love these people. What the hell? That was big. That's old, though. That's 2020. I love how latest. Latest is 2020. All right, here's one from 32 minutes ago. About 20 missiles launched from Iran. Several big impacts in Haifa and Tel Aviv. Dozens of Israelis injured in Iran's latest barrage. Several in critical condition. Now, this says 32 minutes ago. So, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, that's pretty. Yike. Why that is not kicking on. So, if this is actually 32 minutes ago, let's see. What's the time? Current time in Haifa, Israel. Okay, so that could be right. That's daylight, unless it's just yesterday. So if this is right, then Iran is still launching crap. As long as we assume this isn't something from days ago. I don't know. So if we're to take this true, then yeah.
خزك ذاني هاي بنيام ها واحية هسه بنشوف عرض النهار باين مش مليون هاي باين صبرنا عليك باي.
It's so hard to know if somebody's just reposting crap. But that says 32 minutes ago from Carlos Lopez. I don't know who he is. Independent constitutionalist veteran. Okay. He's got a YouTube channel, guys. There you go. So check out Carlos. 3 hours. A lot of damage in Israel from Iran's latest missile salvo. Israeli media, 27 rockets launched from Iran in 2 batches. So, as you guys are saying, it's down. Yeah, it's 1 p.m., around 1 p.m. Yep. Well, I asked Google. Yeah, so woof. So that looks like some of the stuff that Carlos had, so yeah. So then that shows they are still launching stuff. Yeah, so they're still launching stuff. Hey, pause. Yeah, that's just pictures there. So, okay, yeah, it looks like they're still launching stuff, so they haven't quite given up yet. I'll pull that up so I can mute. Boing. Ha. Now I'll shut up. So it keeps going. There's the old one. There it is, guys. See? Look, no community note. No community note. Look at that. Ukraine diary, Trump bond, whatever. Fordow. Huge explosions. Videos emerging from the B-2 Trump strikes. Guys, that's not them. Told you guys, there's a lot of people just putting it out there without the notations on it. It's around. Okay, so yeah. Still shit going. My power just blinked. That was weird. Wow. We don't normally have power problems in super hot, humid weather, but that was weird. My power blinked. Woo! Hope that didn't mess the stream up. Is it still going? Yep, still going. Okay. Yep. That'd be crazy. Oh no, here we go. The great Shaitan, I guess Satan, has bombed Iran. The West must repair for impact? You mean prepare? It's hard to take you seriously on your vengeance if you can't even, vengeance sooner or later will come, but from ashes we shall rise anew, waiting for the dawn. Okay. Okay. You think so? Iran is going ballistic. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Iran currently possesses uranium rich to 60%. This is old. 60% purity, which is they possessed. Sorry, Rennie. They possessed it. It's gone now. Unless, let's just say some weird shit. What if China sent their planes in to get the uranium out for Iran? Just asking. How much oil would that be worth to Iran to give to China? Was considered very close weapons grade, blah, blah, blah. Weapons grade uranium is enriched to 90%. Yes. Don't matter. That's old. Old news now. Old news. I was just trying to see if there's anything new. I don't see much new. 4 hours. This is not our fight, says Marjorie Taylor Greene on U.S. bombing Iran. Personally, do I want to think it's our fight? Not really, but I do kind of agree with what happened. Yes, I know I just flip-flopped, right? I personally would like to have seen Israel take care of themselves. But if I remember right in my original stream, when we talked about some of this, I said, if anything, maybe we should have just sold these things or loaned them out. Think I made a joke about bomb Uber or something, or weapons Ubering. Think I said something about that? So yeah. Iran is going ballistic. Nice. Let us join together and pray for the safety of our troops and Americans in the Middle East. Let's pray we are not attacked by terrorists on our homeland. That's a serious complaint, guys, because we don't know who's here. The Biden administration, his handlers just opened our border. We don't know who's here. We had 20, 30 million people come here. We have no clue. There could be lunatics here. Not just our homegrown ones either. There could be lunatics here just waiting to do some shit now. So, that's oof. Yeah. 13 minutes. Here we go. That's latest. Latest there, X. Jonathan Rouse. You know, if you hit the latest a lot of times, people in price say hit the latest tab. Have to tell me the latest tab says nothing. Nothing found. Like, so, okay, that's useful. Sometimes it does. A lot of times it just says nothing found. Jonathan Reynolds refuses to admit Trump's attack on Iran is illegal. In 1965, Harold Wilson declined to send troops to Vietnam despite significant pressure in the U.S. 60 years later, remains the moral high water mark. Okay, let's see what we got here. See what these people, if anybody answered him. Nobody answered. Wonder what they'd think about all the other answers. I'll say this. I know this is old, guys. June 17th, but look at that stuff. That is kind of crazy. You look, you're sitting there on your porch and you go, oh, that's beautiful. Looks like aliens invading. All right. We're going to do a couple little things here. Let's see. I did want to show, there's a little bit of this. I don't know if you guys have, I'm not a big sports person, but even I've been noticing this Caitlin Clark crap is nuts. Yeah, I know. We switched from the war to WNBA. So, but we're going to be off here a little bit. But what have you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys follow sports a lot more than I do. I can't remember last time I watched, actually, probably last time I watched a basketball game was probably 2 or 3 years after Jordan quit. But still, this is stupid. I don't know if you guys have seen this. What's going on with Caitlin Clark? They're hammering her, attacking her. One chick just, the last couple days ago, just come up and just pounded her. So, I mean, it was over and she just ran up and hit her again. This has happened multiple times. They're doing nothing about it. This is stupid. We're at the point now where everybody needs to be arrested for doing this. It's not just a foul. When you're coming up hammering somebody with an elbow, causing blood coming out of them a lot and damaging them, that's assault. So I don't know what they're doing. Morning, everyone. Hey, Slowburn, what's up, man? How you doing? How you feeling? We couldn't give the bombs to Israel because the B-2 is the only place. Yes, I know. Well, that's why I said Crafty Huragak. I really think in my original straight I was saying weapons Uber, as in our plane would be an Uber. We'd Uber it over. I even said they could gift wrap the bombs to Iran. Here, Mary, here's your package that we were like Ubering or the food delivery service. Come on. But yeah, we were doing that. That's what I said. I said we could Uber it over there, or the Lyft, or DoorDash. Here's your DoorDash package. I think I remember saying that in the one stream. Doing better. Cool. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. Glad to hear that. We do not need the trash can man on the loose. But no, I don't know. I mean, is there a line in sports where something becomes not a foul when it becomes assault? And this one here is the exact opposite, though. Watch this chick just take a fall. I mean, she literally just takes a fall. Look at that! What is that? Never even touches her. She falls. And they call it. What is that? They call this. Watch this. Never touches this chick. But brown girl fall. Look at this. Nope. She reaches out and grabs Caitlin's hand. Caitlin doesn't grab her. So she's grabbing Caitlin Clark's hand. And she slips. Now there's not even any contact there. And the girl slips. And they called a foul on that? What the absolute shit? What the shit? And they called a foul. They weren't even in contact when this chick slips and falls. What the hell is wrong with these so-called referees in that WNBA? And why are they not doing anything about this? It's almost like they're trying to rig it and just letting everybody there. Or are they trying to draw people in to watch the rigging? I don't know. It's like everything they're doing, it's like the WNBA likes losing and likes not having viewers. I know we're wandering off topic, but I think this is horrendous. I don't even watch sports. So I went and looked at all the hits she's taken and stuff, and she's from my area, kind of. So, you know, it's like, what the absolute shit? It's like WNBA wants to be an experience. They lose her, they're back to nothingness. That's just dumb. That is just dumb. WNBA is a bunch of morons. All right, we're going to get out of here in a little bit. Thank you, guys. And, let's see. That's old. Don't care. Let's see. Oh, these guys are still pushing this. The whole league became a joke when Caitlyn came and showed how they play. Yeah. Yeah, and Slowburn, they've attacked her for it. There are video montages out there of all the hits she's taken, all the bullshit calls against her, how everybody else can hack her, punch her. She's been bleeding multiple times. And just a couple days ago, she got hit. This chick come out and slammed her afterwards. Everything over? Nothing. How long until it becomes assault? I don't watch a lot of sports. I watch some, but how long until you can just, hey, that's assault, and arrest them? So, yeah, I don't know why they're letting those referees there. So, yeah, Slowburn, I agree. And I don't even watch much of this, but I'm looking at it going, you can see better games at a grade school game. They know those referees do a better job at handling fouls than this. All right, Jimmy, military loses things all the time, like Nuke still lost in Georgia swamps. That's still? Holy crap. See, I thought that was a wives' tale for a long time until I looked it up, and then I found out it wasn't. And I was like, holy shit. They could have accidentally lost bunker busters over Iran. They lost them over Iran, all right, but guess what? Iran found them. Iran found them. Oh, man, they definitely found them, and I bet they know right where they landed, too. I bet there's not a lot of people in Iran going, now, where did those bunker busters fall? I'm going to think over there. Where was that? Where the mountain used to be, and now it's just a mesa. My dad watches this, and WNBA loses $2 million when she was off for 2 weeks. Yeah, that was on a video I watched. Wow. That's crazy. Then again, the lost Nuke in Georgia could attribute to politicians like Hank Johnson. I don't know what you're referring to there, but okay. Or we could think somebody took it and sold it or gave it to another country. You know, Swalwell, opinion, and just told to admit they lost it. People in our military don't want to admit that we had a breach so bad somebody stole one, or somebody took and gave it to somebody or sold it to them. Hillary Clinton. Gotta watch that, though. You want to end up. By the way, just to let you know, since I mentioned the Queen of Evil and Darkness, I am not suicidal. I am not looking at shooting with a bow and arrow, shooting myself in the back twice with a bow and arrow tomorrow. I am not looking to do that. You do not take the Lord of Death's name in vain there. Swallow well. Yeah. All right. One last little things here. We're going to do a couple little things, but do you agree this needs to be national law? They're still pushing this California bill to prohibit law enforcement covering their faces. And I had an answer for this guy. I did. I said, only if you get a mandatory 20 years in federal prison if you dox them or show up at their homes, etc. I'm betting he's not going to like that. Oh. So, yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, fine. Then, yeah, if we'll uncover all their faces, But this becomes mandatory. You dox them, show up their houses, go find them wherever else, or go mess with their families. 20 years automatic. Well, oh, okay. Oh, Jimmy, now I know who you're talking about. Yes. Will Guam flip over to be too much weight on it? Hank Johnson, yes. Okay, so now I know who you're talking about. Yeah. What the absolute crazy shit was that? That was stupid. I mean, how do you fix that level of stupid? No. No, I don't think they should drop the auto pen investigation. Let's see. Is there any more bookmarks I wanted to go over real quick? And then we'll be out of here. Yeah, remember that. Fake. Right there. Tartus. Tartus. Batman. Dude, I can't believe they didn't call that the Batwing. My God, you might as well paint like DC Comics on that thing. All right. So do. I'm trying to see if I had... Oh, ho, ho. All right, just a little stupidity to do with our ICE agent stuff. Now that I know... Yeah, Hank... Oh. Dude, now I got flashbacks to whenever I played that video for a short time where he said Guam would flip over. He put too much weight on one side. It's like, what the hell? Okay, liberal man says he applied to be an ICE agent so he can expose ICE raids to the Mexican community. I'm going to start off with saying, I'm going to bet there's no way this corn dog has ever had a law enforcement background, so he would never get to be an ICE agent. I just applied to be an ICE agent. And they laughed their asses off at me and automatically threw that thing away and right in the shredder. Okay. And my plan is that any information I get on ICE raids, I'm going to report back to the Mexican community. Okay, one, I'm going to say he's lying his ass off. Trying to get clout. Two, even if you did do this, you realize to be a federal agent, they would be checking all your social media. Moron. Pure
What's up,
moron.
guys? I just applied to be an ICE agent, and my plan is that any information I get on ICE raids, I'm going to report back to the Mexican community and, you know, just try to help you guys out. Also, every time a Mexican gets deported, I'm sneaking 2 Mexicans back into the United States.
That sounds like an admitted crime. He just admitted he will commit crimes in the future. He's admitted he's already sneaking illegals in. Okay. That seems like somebody needs a visit from ICE.
I'm just here to help. That's my plan. I will update you guys along the way. Thank you.
Yeah. Does anybody believe this corn dog? I don't. Let's see. What anybody? This video will media get his background check denied. Yeah. Nothing says secret squirrel shit like checks notes. Posting your master plan on social media. Yeah. I can't figure out why their plans always fall apart. Yeah. Yeah. I love how they reveal themselves to be racist. Not illegal immigrants are Mexican. Yeah, no kidding. There's no way this corn dog ever signed up. I mean, does anybody... I'm waiting to see somebody here. There's no way he ever signed up. I mean, jeez, come on. It's all for clout. He lied. Crafty Huragok, the nukes in Japan were lost in the correct location. We didn't mean to lose Tucson. Exactly. That's 100% right. They didn't get lost. Well, if they did get lost, they got found. It's not the losing that's so bad, it's the finding. So, yeah. All right, guys. It has been a little longer than I wanted. About 2 hours, about 23 minutes over. I am butt tired. I am functioning on ghost right now. I don't know how, I'm going to be sleeping a lot today, but it's going to be hotter than hell here. It's going to be about 98 degrees, super humid, no wind today. We had wind at least yesterday to cut it, and I'm cooked. So I'm going to hop out of here, guys. Please hit thumbs up for the stream. Hakuna Matata, please feel free to hit the thumbs down. You guys on Rumble, thank you very much for being here. We'll see. I'm going to see what happens on what comes up, see when I get up today. Like I said, I've been up about 19 hours right now, 20 hours, something like that. Yike. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Slowburn, glad to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're feeling better. GTR, thank you. And GTR, I hope you're right. I hope this doesn't spread. I hope you guys aren't getting involved. But I'm going to say this. I don't want to be me. I don't want to be a dick. Okay, so keep track of this. Don't get me flip-flopping. If we are going to go into this, if this is going to become more of a thing than us just shooting down some rockets or going in and making a mountain into a molehill, which we just did. We made a mountain into a molehill. I want it to be done. If we are going to send our troops in, or the robo-dogs, if we're going to send them in, go in to win, get out. Seriously, go in to win it. And by the way, if we're going to go in, I want us getting something out of it. I want us getting something out of it. So that's that. So yeah, I definitely want some shit out of it. And I'll bet me, Ryan, and Hakuna Matata can all agree on that. If we are going to go in, let's go in nasty. Let's send those guys in that Ryan says are just chomping at the bit. Send them in and let them unleash the beast. Unleash it. Let them go. Let them all have the robo-dogs with them. Hell, send the robo-dogs ahead of them. I don't know, the guys are probably riding the robo-dog. Oh, there's a cool thumbnail. Bunch of Marines or something riding robo-dogs into battle. Ho, ho, ho. Dude, I'm going to try to talk to me some AI later today. So, yeah. Thank you, Crafty Huragok. Thank you, Slowburn. Thank you, GTR. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Bunny Jimmy. And Watterson. Yes, thank you, Jay Watterson. And yes, even to you, Hakuna Matata. So, get some rest. Yeah, I don't know how I'm still awake, honestly. That's a lot of caffeine I've had. I came right home. We ate, took a shower. Oh, nasty. That is a one-use pair of underwear. They're done. Took a shower, grabbed some food, drank a bunch of coffee, then grabbed an energy drink and came down. So, yep. But thank you very much, Bunny. I'm glad you had a great day, and congratulations again. Slowburn, once again, it's great to see you out, buddy. Thanks for the email. And, guys, you can email me at lionsdenws6@gmail.com. As you can see, I do read them. Do me a favor, though, when you do send your emails, make sure you put your username, the name you use on YouTube or Rumble, because sometimes I recognize it. Sometimes you guys have described it in your emails, said, oh, by the way, I'm this. But make sure you do send that, because I don't know everybody's name. Sometimes I'm going, crap, who is that? So, all right. But thank you very much. Have a good one, guys. And let's see what this does for Sunday. Woof. Can you imagine CBS Sunday morning? Oh, they're going to have a great conversation. If you're just getting up, you may want to hang on to that, or tune into your news channel with Jay Watterson's bucket of popcorn. All right, guys. Have a good one. Sorry for the kerfuffle in the middle of the stream. And Hakuna Matata, I'm not going to hold a grudge. If you aren't, that's fine. Whatever. If you don't come back, cool, but I wish you would. But all right, talk to you guys later. Thank you very much. Not going to keep going back into it. I'm so tired I can't even get my ass moving. All right, have a good night, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. Wow, my eyes are burning. That's probably not good. That is not good at all. Have a good one. See ya. And, hey, God bless our troops. God bless America. And let's